Okay, I'm Mindy. It's my channel.
I'm Carrie.
She's my sister. And what we're going to talk about today is kind of serious. Never mind tears if we cry, but it's hard to talk about. But we need to talk about it because I'm sure there's other people out there going through this depression. Like, it does get better, they say. And I went through it once before. It was postpartum depression. My son Draven. I couldn't connect with him. I didn't feel like he was mine. I didn't feel any kind of like love or anything towards him. And it killed me inside. Like, why couldn't I feel that for my son? My first son. I didn't know it was postpartum depression. People thought it was. No one told me. I didn't know what was wrong. I never went through anything like that. I was always a happy kid. And yeah, we had a rough childhood. We had, like, one of our parents was addicted to hard drugs, crack, and stuff like that. And sometimes we had no food in the house. And we had nothing. Like, we had no support with school and stuff like that. Like, our parents, like, they loved us and, like, supported us and stuff like that. But at the same time, they tried to hide stuff. And we weren't stupid. And it hurt to see them do that, lie to us over and over again. But we got past that, and we thank that part of our life because it made us the people who we are today. Like, it made us, yeah, I'm depressed, but I don't think it's because of that. Because, yeah, my mom had a drug problem. Yeah, there were sad times, but there was also a lot of good times. I mean, I had a happy childhood. I know my mother loved me. And when she was on crack, that wasn't my mom. That was somebody else. I remember going in and seeing her with it, and my sister's there and breaking down and crying because it destroyed her. Like, it destroyed a chunk of my teenage years, but I got past it. I realized, like, my mom tried to get better. Like, she tried to help herself and stuff. And she did. She got past it. She's not addicted to drugs anymore. She's a great grandma. And she's kind of complainy, though. She complains about a lot. Puts a lot on me and Carrie, my sister. Like, she has this problem and this problem. And it's like, well, we have problems too, but we don't sit there and... She doesn't want help either. She just wants to complain. It's hard for us. But my mother isn't the root of this problem. I'm just trying to tell you about our childhood. Like, we had each other and stuff. Like, we had fun and stuff when we were kids. We knew we were loved and stuff. Our parents, they loved us. But, yeah, depression hurts. I call it sadness. Like, it feels like there's this weight on you and it's crushing you. And, like, you're so tired all the time. You don't want to get up. You don't want to take a shower. You don't want to clean the dishes. You don't want to eat because it's going to take energy to get up and make food. And food doesn't taste good. You eat it because you have to, or you can't get up. You have no energy to do anything. You hurt all the time. Like, not just mentally, like physically, you hurt. Like, your body aches and stuff. You have headaches and just the worthless feeling is... It's the worst. It feels empty and hollow. And it's like, no, like, in my mind, I know there's other people that are probably going through this. But to hear them talk about it doesn't explain how it feels. It hurts. And it's sad. And I tried to kill myself when I found out, like, when I realized, oh, I didn't realize what was going on. I thought it'd be better for my family. My son wouldn't have to have a mother that didn't connect with him. I wanted to. I couldn't, though. Or something there. I couldn't. I didn't want to get my new boyfriend involved in this because he didn't need that. His life was going good. I didn't want to drag my family down because my mom was doing good and stuff like that. And I felt like if I ended it, all the pain that I was causing everybody else would end. I didn't think about, like, how it would hurt. I thought it would help them. I tried to walk out in front of a semi, and you may not believe this, but I tried to walk out in front of a semi. I was walking down the road in Monroeville, like, close to the sidewalk where the semis are going through. And I started thinking, like, if I step out too soon, he's going to swerve. And he possibly could hit me, but he might just mangle me. So, like, I'm afraid to fail at killing myself. It's the only thing that's kept me from doing it, and my kids. Not my kids. But I'm afraid to fail. Like, I tried to, like, I seen it coming, and I stepped out just at the last second. I don't know what it was. Being the wind from, like, the truck coming at me, it knocked me back onto the sidewalk. It hit my head. And then I realized I am depressed. Like, you don't try to kill yourself unless you feel that emptiness, that hollow. You see people, sometimes you feel happy, but at the back of your mind, you're like, are you faking this happiness? Are you just doing this for other people? Do you sincerely feel like that? You don't know. You're confused. You want to tell people about it. You want them to know how it feels, but you can't talk. I tried to hide it. I tried to hide it for so long, just listening to everybody else's problems and hearing what they had to say, like what they were going through and stuff, and like if I could focus on their problems, I didn't have to worry about mine. My problems didn't matter, because like, I pretend like they were so minuscule. Everyone else's was more important. If I focused on that, I didn't feel what was going on with me. It numbed me. But then people started to notice. I'm getting my friends started to notice that something was wrong. Like, the way I was acting. I'm usually a happy, outgoing person, but lately I don't see what the point is. I can't feel the Christmas spirit. I don't want to watch movies. I don't want to move. Like when I lay down, I don't want to move. Like, I don't even want to change my clothes. Like I said, I don't even want to take a shower. And that's terrible. Like, why do I feel like that? I've never been to I wanted to kill myself one day. I thought about it. I was sitting with my friend, we were watching YouTube, and I had it planned out. My dad was gone, and Chris was there, and I figured once he left, I was going to go into the bathroom and take the toaster, because that's all I really had to give myself in my house is a toaster. I could try to push myself down the steps or something, but that's it. A toaster in the bathtub. I also got the hair dryer, just in case. I had to get an extension cord because the outlet in my bathroom doesn't work. Got the extension cord, plugged it in, and the fuse blew. So I was like, my son, maybe I shouldn't do this. I should just talk. So I talked to him, and he told me, tell your story. Share it. I don't want to kill myself. I don't want to die. I just don't want to feel like this. It's like a feeling of nothing. I feel nothing but sad. Okay. Well, that's my story. I'm going to let my sister tell you about what happened to her, how she felt. A different point of view. She was even institutionalized. She was put into a hospital. You want to tell your story now?
Well, I felt alone. I had no one to talk to. My mom was never there. The only person I had to talk to was a guy I was taking care of.
And he was sick. I mean, he had seizures and mental problems and stuff.
And I just got so down.
We could never get a hold of our daddies with his new girlfriend. We should never answer her calls. For a while in our life, I felt like our dad didn't love us. He didn't care enough to try to call us. Like, he had a phone, he could have picked it up and called. Or he could have answered one of the times when we called.
Okay.
Until
we'll get to my dad in a minute. It got so bad I took quite a few pills.
Do you want to see what it was?
To try to kill myself. I'll name them all. I took 8 oxycodone 30s. I took 7 Klonopin, 10 Valium, 2 Loratabs, a handful of Ritalin. I couldn't tell you how many.
Did you say Valium?
I took some
Opanas.
Meanwhile, that I stole off the guy I was taking care of. I felt bad. I apologized to him
Afterwards.
after I got out. He took me. He's the one that walked me to the hospital when I admitted myself. I wanted to get better.
You didn't want to die, but you didn't want to feel like that.
And I think it was it was before the psych ward. I called my dad, called him, texted him, called him. I called him from 4 different numbers and texted him from 4 different numbers.
My dad never knew that she was in the hospital. He didn't find out until I got
I texted him. It was on me, and I said, "Hey Carrie, this is your daughter Carrie. Or your daughter Carrie's been in a really bad accident. I need you to get a hold of her. She's in the hospital. And then he texted me an hour later, and he spelled my name wrong.
Her dad spelled her name wrong. He named her.
And that just did it right there. And then there was a lot of rumors flying around that he was the one that put me in there. No, he wasn't the one that put me in there.
That was just the thing that tipped it over the edge and what finally made her one broke down. Like when
I felt like my mom loved her boyfriend more than she loved me.
I felt that way.
She was always with him. Every time I go home, she wouldn't be there. And I went into the psych ward.
Do you remember when you tried to ask Mom for help?
I asked her if she'd stay home and talk to me, but she told me no, she had to go over to her boyfriend's.
She didn't understand. She didn't know that we could feel like this.
So I guess
We hid it.
I guess when I took all these pills, I wrote the guy I was taking care of, I wrote him a letter. And to this day, he won't tell me what the letter says.
She don't remember what she wrote it. She was on all that stuff. It was when she was like going in and out of consciousness. When he was taken to the hospital.
And I said something to him, and he said, he asked me if I'd go to the hospital. And I told him, yeah, that I would. And I said something to him that his mom said to his dad right before she tried to commit suicide.
Everybody was using her too. Like they would just come and ask her for help and can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? And like she couldn't say no. Like people were asking her for help and no one ever helped her when she asked. I tried to talk to her, but she was so far gone at that point she didn't want to hear it. She was past the talking point. I got there too late. I see what my mom was doing. My mom just passed it off. Like Carrie was just trying to get attention. Yeah, she's trying to get attention because she's hurt. She's about to end the pain. It's the only way to do it. It's the only way to end the sadness. It's such a big part of you. You feel like you could almost just kill that and survive. But realistically, you can't just kill a part of you. Even though it feels like a part of us is damaged. It doesn't feel like it's dead. It feels like it's damaged or lost. And we want to know how, if somebody else out there has found the part of your soul and you lost it, how do we get back? We have each other and we want to talk to you and let you know it happens and it hurts. There's other stuff deeper into her story, but she's never done a video like this, and it was hard to get her to do this one. I'm glad she did. I'm glad you told me. I'm glad you told them.
And I still talk to the guy.
She's getting better. She seems genuinely happy now. She has a good boyfriend. She has a job. But it still hurts. It still creeps in there, don't it?
Yeah, I still talk to the guy that I stole the pills from, and I apologized to him, and he forgave me. He's glad I got help.
This is all the stuff I wrote down. I didn't want to forget. Like I had a lot of stuff flowing to me, like about it. Like I wanted to tell you guys, like right here. Like people say it gets better, but I feel like it got, like when I had depression, postpartum depression, it got better, but now it's getting worse again. Feels like it comes and goes. Feels like I can't be happy. I hid it from everyone. The feeling it gives like laziness, tiredness, worthlessness, no drive to do anything, no ambition. You have other things you used to like, no interest in them anymore. I'm afraid to kill myself. I'm afraid of failing. And now I realize like, what it'll do to everybody else, and that's not the answer. Even though I just want to kill the sadness. It hurts the people around me. Like I feel like maybe if I did kill it, like that would be my reason to stop hurting the people around me. What's this in here? I said maybe someone out there will see this and share their story and how they got past it. But it is my problem. It's nobody else's problem. I just want to share it. Like, I have these problems. I'm sure that people do, too. And I just want to get it out there. Help me find a way out. Help her find a way out. If you've ever felt like this or ever gone through anything like this, please share your story with us. If you really want to share your story, message me in the comments and I'll get you my phone number or something. We can talk about this. Alright. It's been real and it's been fun, but this video is done. Video is done.